In this lecture, we're going to be talking about your diet and nutrition. Nutrition for higher testosterone levels. Basically, what you need to eat to increase your T levels. And believe it or not, food is one of the most essential keys to increasing your T levels. If you maintain a good diet, if you eat the proper food and get the right kinds of nutrients that you need, you will see a significant change in the levels in your body, and you will start to notice it bit by bit, gradually, and then all at once. And as we said before, it's always good to have a correlation between diet and nutrition and working out and having a fitness plan, because they go hand in hand. The purpose behind the diet and nutrition is to get, as we said, specific nutrients that you need, that your body needs to produce more testosterone. So what are these nutrients that you need? The essential nutrition components that we're looking for to increase T levels are protein, vitamin D, and zinc. Of course, this list is not exclusive. There are a lot of other things not as important. These are the main and most important nutrients that you need in your body, but there are other things that you also need or that you can use that we're going to talk about very soon. First, talking about protein. So, protein intake will help you boost your T levels, basically. You need to consume at least 1 gram of protein for each pound of your body weight every day. Almost 25 to 30% of your calorie intake should come from protein. However, you should not overdo it. Exceeding the intake of protein that your body usually needs and can consume can have a contrary effect. Research found that the higher subjects went in total protein intake, the lower their serum testosterone levels fell. And same was true for protein and carbohydrate ratio. More protein and less carbs resulted in significantly suppressed testosterone synthesis. Therefore, it is essential to take the right amount of protein, but not exceeding what your body actually needs. Anything in excess can be bad at one point. Now, moving on to vitamin D, the National Institutes of Health, based on the US National Library of Medicine, there's a study about the effect of vitamin D on testosterone levels in men. And what the study reveals is that the male reproductive tract has been identified as a target tissue for vitamin D, and previous data suggest an association of vitamin D with testosterone levels in men. In several studies conducted where certain individuals had a certain vitamin intake on a daily basis showed an average increase in their T levels. And what's interesting is that in particular researchers, there were 2 separate cases where some people they had a placebo effect used on them. They took pills thinking that it's vitamin D, when in fact it's not actually vitamin D, and these individuals did not experience any increase in their T levels, which indicates that vitamin D has a biological role in increasing T levels, which your body will automatically adapt to. Furthermore, experiments have indicated that people who don't have receptors for the vitamin D have abnormally low levels of testosterone. And men's testicles have receptors for vitamin D, which suggests the vitamin has an important role in the functions of this gland. Now, moving on to zinc. The relationship between zinc and testosterone and your reproductive health in general is fairly well known. Research indicated that men who avoided zinc intake for about 5 months experienced a dramatic drop in total T levels of more than 50%. Data shows and indicates higher zinc levels are correlated with higher T levels, and lower zinc levels are correlated with lower T levels. And also on the side next to zinc, Not as important, but also very important, we're going to talk about it later, is magnesium. A study found that when athletes have a 750 milligram intake of magnesium daily for 4 weeks, their T levels increased by 26%. Magnesium and zinc have also a correlation with vitamin D, which, as we talked about previously, is also linked to higher T levels. So, what should you eat? The list of food consists of nutrition that will provide your body with all the basically nutrients that you need in terms of zinc, magnesium, protein, vitamin D, and all the different things that your body basically needs to increase T levels. There are also some foods that you need to avoid, which we're going to talk about in further lectures. So what should you eat? Tuna, egg yolks, oysters, beef, beans, honey, almonds, spinach, oats, and salmon. Now, this list is not exclusive. There are more things that you can also eat that have a lot of benefits, and I'm going to be putting links to different websites that can actually show you what you can eat. But basically, if you just focus on eating all the nutrition, all the foods that are in this list, you'll be good to go, and you'll notice significant raising in the levels of testosterone in your body. All of the foods in the list have a lot of protein. Tuna, salmon, and oysters have a lot of vitamin D. And meat, seeds, and eggs have high levels of zinc as well. Seafood and whole grains are correlated with high magnesium levels and have a lot of magnesium inside. So as you can see, the list consists of all the things you can eat to increase the essential nutrients that your body needs. And this is us talking about a strictly natural diet without using any kind of supplements. But we're going to be talking later about some supplements that you can use as well. And finally, as we said before, there are some things that can actually lower your T levels. So what lowers your testosterone? Here's what to avoid or limit. First, soy and soy-based products, vegetable oil, flax seed, nuts, alcohol, and processed food. Again, this list is also not exclusive, and I'll be including some links to show you all the things that you might want to avoid or limit for you to keep and maintain higher levels of testosterone and not affect your T levels in a negative